You see that? Someday you and I are going to play that. And we're going to play it well. I promise. Okay, anyway, that's side point. This next drill is going to be putting. Okay, this may be one that you've seen before. Maybe you've seen other guys do it, or you've seen it on the Golf Channel or whatever. Pretty basic, but I think it's very important. And I sort of stole some of it from Phil Mickelson, and then another one I kind of just created on my own. So I'm going to put this down so you can see the putting green here. Okay. So hopefully you can see these two balls here. I put them right in order. I want to set the balls down a little bit further than the width of my putter head. Does that make sense? So that way I can actually swing my putter head through those balls without hitting them. Okay? If you're on the putting green, it may be smarter for you to set tees in the ground instead of balls. And I want you to set them just wider than your putter head, maybe an inch on each side, so that there's definitely room for that putter head to go through, but you want it to be difficult, so you got to focus on it. So I want you to set up once you have that, and I want you literally to stand there, and I want you to take 25 putting stroke swings with no ball. And the reason I want you to do this is because I want you to focus on hitting a straighter line when you're putting. Okay? I don't care what line you have, if it has a huge break, like maybe some of the ones did at Monarch, or I don't care if you're at Muni playing straight greens. It doesn't matter. Your stroke should never change. Your aim will always change for breaks, but your stroke should never change. So the biggest thing I want you to get is a consistent putting stroke. See, if I mess up and I hit the ball, or you hit the tee that you're using, then you just replace it and you have to start over. You have to get 25 completely through there, hitting a normal stroke. Don't try to just slow it down so you make it through. Like, make it worth it. So swinging, and I'm pretending that I have about a 3 or 4 foot putt. I'm not trying to hit a 50-footer. I'm just going back and following through. I want that putter head to follow all the way through to the hole. So if it helps, you may want to hold it at the end of your putter, at the end of your stroke, swing it through, hold it, okay? You don't get to start doing this putting drill until you've done 25 of those, okay? So once you got 25 of those through without hitting the tees, again, if you hit the tee like I did, you have to start over, start your count over, okay? So then, you're going to leave those tees there, or balls, whatever you want to use. I think tees are better because they're stationary, okay? Once you do that, then I want you to set your actual golf ball that you're going to hit. You should have a bunch of them. Get 5 or 10 on the green with you. And I want you to set that down between the two markers, okay? So again, you're pretending that these two balls are tees for you, okay? And I want you to get about 2 feet away, or 2.5 feet away from the cup, okay? And this is going to be really, 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 really frustrating at times, okay? So I would say 2 feet. Let's do 2 feet for sure. I would actually even measure it out. Get 2 feet away, maybe I would say no more than 2.5 feet, okay? And you're going to just make 25 in a row. Now here's the key. The key is in a row, just like we did with the putting stroke, the putter going through the balls. Okay, so I'm going to set up. I'm going to come through. Again, what are we working on? We're working on a consistent and straighter putting stroke. So if at any time you go and swing at your ball and it hits either outside markers, you're starting over. Okay, so you've got that to watch out for. Then the other thing is you've got to actually make the putt. Okay, now I'm asking you to make 25 in a row. If that's realistic, we'll find out. I don't know, it has to be in a row. You may be there till it's pitch black tonight. That's okay with me. This is going to make you a better putter. I would start with an uphill putt. If it has break, you're going to have to adjust for the break. Okay, start with an uphill putt. Then once you've made 25, I want you to move to a downhill putt. You have to make 25 in a row. Keep in mind that Phil Mickelson makes, every time he practices, has to make 100 2-footers in a row before he stops practicing. 100 of them. I'm asking you to make 25. Okay? So, I want you to come through, I want you to take a solid backswing, and I want you to follow through. The putter head should follow that ball all the way to the hole. If you miss it, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it'll help you if you have 2 or 3 balls, maybe even 4 or 5 balls there, so you don't always have to go chase down the ball. Okay? But like I said, you set the ball down, same thing. Tees shouldn't move. I set up my stroke. I'm not taking a big stroke, just a solid stroke. Putter head, follow it, and hold it at the hole. This overall is going to make you a better putter. It's going to make you a more consistent putter, and it's going to help you when you're playing in a round, and you're going to save probably 3 or 4 strokes around just by making a 2 or 3 footer, which even the pros miss. So again, this should help your putting, make it more consistent and straighter. Talk to you later, buddy. Hope you have good practice.